Welcome to the Gigs Podcast. We're here at Accurate Staging. Let's get toasted.
Toasting in 3, 2, 1.
We are here in LA at the Accurate Staging headquarters. And since 2001, they have delivered top tier structures for the live entertainment industry. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh.
How was that?
That was crazy. Dude, I feel like an actual pop star. Who has used this?
Well, most recently, this just came back from the Travis Scott World Tour. He took it for almost a year and a half all over the world.
That was probably the most baller entrance for him. Because I was doing it at 60% and he's at 70%?
Yeah, he's at 70.
Wow. And tell me, how long have you been working here?
I've been working here since I started 15, 16.
Okay.
Being in the family, that was an easy transition for having a summer job and starting off painting decks, washing trusses, and then growing into an installer, a supervisor, and then now into the office work that I do now. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. This was just made my life. We're going to be talking to team members and then actually sitting down with you and Jose and Freddy. So thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's get into it.
I'm walking around with Herman McDonough, who is the operations manager and crew chief here at Accurate Staging. What's up, Herman? How are you?
Hi. How are you? Good.
So, you've been here for over 20 years.
Yes.
And you've been in the industry for a long time.
Correct.
I want to start with, what do you do first when a job comes in?
This is where the guys prep the decks.
Yeah.
Get them ready for the show. Obviously, everything starts with the concept, the drawings, the designs. And
What do you
we'll
mean
go
by
from there.
prep the deck? What does that mean?
Every job, we make sure they're presentable for the next job.
Like this is a piece of stage?
Yes, this
Okay.
is like this one here is a 4x4 deck. We got like 5x8 decks. We got 4x10 decks. We have every size you can probably imagine.
Got it.
Round decking. So our guys right here prep it. They'll bondo it, sand it. Make it look nice for the next show.
Yeah, and then this Velcro here, is that for?
That's for we put skirting and fascias and stuff off of here.
Got it.
We also have, slots underneath our decks, which I'll pull back one.
Oh.
So underneath there's some slots, and we also put hardware there, and we attach a lot of things off of that.
Okay.
So it's got multi-purpose.
If someone has a concept and a design, you guys just will make it happen.
Correct. I mean, we can hang lights under it. We can hang anything you'd like underneath these kind of decks.
What's one of the weirdest stages you've built?
A few years back, I think we did a hard summer event, and for that festival, and it required a lot of trussing and lighting everywhere, but just the multi-elevations of every structure and having to connect it all together, that kind of made it fun because it's something like a challenge.
Yeah.
Because it starts getting, I like when everything's something different every time. Whenever we have a stage that has lifts in it, like the Travis Scott having, toasters in it, the Kanye West stage that has lifts and takes them up and down, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are just different concepts, and sometimes the lifts, install at 20-foot heights inside a stage or scaffold structures. Sometimes they're ground level, and a lot of times they're integrated to a certain stage. So all that makes it fun,
Yeah. All right, so you've been here so long that you know almost every bit of gear in this warehouse. Like, how much do you guys have here?
It starts from the structure part. There's different ways to use certain structure. We have I-beams that we use that structure. We have scaffolding. We build stuff with trussing.
Okay.
The concept from the design start, once it starts there, I kind of look at it as well. And my experience is where it kicks in sometimes where I see something, I'll catch it, where I might be like, that might not work. Even though it started off with people drawing it, but it's like, just the fact that I've done it so many times and worked with engineers and stuff like that. I kind of try to get involved from the beginning so we don't make so many changes as we go along.
So when you are getting started, I'm sure you're seeing that there are a lot of parts that should exist, that you guys know how to make it right. So you guys fabricate here as well.
Yes.
And so we're looking at some things that you guys make in-house. Can you talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, these are our 3,500 pound smart blocks, we call it. you can mount trussing on top of it. It'll take 20.5-inch truss, 12-inch truss. It's got multi-hole patterns, so it can mount to the corners, it can mount to the sides. You know, we can turn these sideways, and we have built-in jacks for leveling, which there's a lot of counterweight that engineering asks for on structures.
So is this on the ground, or do they?
Yeah,
lift it up?
these actually get mounted on the ground, and you know, for other people to understand it, more like Legos. You know, sometimes you can just kind of put the boats, and like I said, you can mount 12-inch truss to the corners, 12-inch truss to the center. You can mount them on top.
Yeah.
They're used a lot for like mezzanines and strut structures, so it's a safety thing that, you know, you don't want things falling down and stages collapsing. So
Got it.
that's where a lot of these get used at.
So you saw that there was something missing, like this thing that you guys built was missing in the market. What makes this different than what is already out there?
Yeah, I mean, per example, is like that one there. It's kind of where I think a lot of staging companies just started making something more of a, like, just concrete, basic frames and stuff. So when I came here, obviously they already had these.
Yeah.
And like this kind of style is what they call concrete ballast, and you can see a sample of a truss being mounted, and it was only mounted like on center.
Ah.
And Accurate came up with these smart blocks, which now you can mount them anywhere. And you can also adjust them. These didn't have a way to adjust them. You would have to like pad them up, level them off. So these all have like integrated jacks and leveling feet. And you know, all you got to do is turn this boat here, and these jacks go up and down to level off the blocks.
Wow. And I'm assuming this is where the
forklifts can pick these up.
And forklift can pick up this 3,500 pound?
Yeah.
How much can a forklift carry? I don't even know this.
A warehouse forklift will easily pick that up.
Dang. All right.
Yeah, and over here we also have the 1,000-pounders. We call them 1,000-pound outriggers. And these are great because we used to have to put legs to stabilize arches and still have like counterweight in the middle. So now we just made 1,000-pounders. Depending on the size of the arch, this can go connect. You can connect two together, make them longer, but each one of these is 8 foot long and it weighs about 1,000 pounds.
All right, so you're involved with a lot of the fabrication. Is that how you got your start in the industry?
Yeah, I started actually working for another company years when I was like 15, 16 years old. It was just a temporary summer job kind of thing through a family friend.
Yeah.
And they were building a lot of magic props and
I
stuff
love
back then.
magic.
So
hold on. So if you're doing magic, this is like building all of the props that make the illusion happen. Is that what you're, okay.
Yeah.
So who were some of these magicians you were working with?
A lot of Vegas, magicians. We worked on David Copperfield stuff, and that company eventually started doing some staging, and that's how I got involved with more of the staging stuff.
Got it.
But I really learned a lot of my staging when I came to Accurate Staging, because I didn't tour much or I didn't done stuff like that, but I did have a basic knowledge of a lot of fabricating stuff.
Yeah, and in this world, can you just learn on the job? Is that where a lot of the learning actually happens?
I think most of it is on the job, yes.
Yeah, cool.
It's not something I think they teach you, but you can learn as you go along. So
yeah,
I think that's how I deal with booking my crews, is with the experience of people.
What are you looking for as crew chief when you are hiring?
Past experience, I think it has a lot to do with hiring people here. As far as installers or leads, I've always liked people that are consistent, reliable. I've never been the guy that says, like, wow, you're a superstar, you're great. If you're consistent, reliable, that'll go a lot further than, because I think, like we talked about earlier, that you'll learn a lot of our stuff. And if you're a quick learner, you'll have the chance to learn even more.
So what are we looking at? Is this the last one, or brand new one?
This is our new addition right here. It's a 500-pound outrigger. So similar to the 1,000-pounders we talked about.
Yep. Is it gonna hold me? Yes.
Oh yeah. If you notice there, this one's going to US Open. It's tagged already for that job. It's gonna be on a truss structure out in the beach. That's gonna support that and keep it from flying away. Keep everybody safe, keep the structure on the ground.
That's so cool. Can I go? Can you guys ship me with this? Can I just fit in one of these things?
I'm sure you can.
All right, final step. What do you do at the end when you're ready and all the materials are ready? We going into shipping and receiving?
Yeah, it kind of, like this is some of our staging area. You'll see some of it is tagged with some of the jobs. So we already isolated the block counts for some of these. And it goes here. This is where our shipping and receiving, this is where most of our Our gear's inside, obviously, this building, but everything gets loaded here. Our semis will back up right in here, and we'll have multiple forklifts running around. We have about 4 forklifts in the warehouse, and our staging area starts getting right here. We start staging all the gear out here, start bringing it slowly out and checking it off as it gets on a truck.
What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? Like, what's like the end of the world type of situation that you guys have had to deal with?
There's no end of the world. We always make it happen.
Ah, tagline.
It's showbiz.
That's showbiz, baby. Well, Herman, thank you so much. This
You're
is
welcome.
awesome.
You're welcome.
Congrats on an amazing career, too.
Thank you, thank you.
Now I'm going to be talking with Johnny Cantu, who's a sales rep here at Accurate Staging, and we're going to be painting. So what are we painting?
Well, we are painting a smart block.
Okay.
Kind of the nature of everything. You know, we send it out nice, but it's going to come back sometimes beat to hell. So we have to make sure we prep it, pull it, get it from looking like this, so-so condition to presentable condition so that we show up, you know, just as we promised.
All right, so we're getting some paint.
Yep.
You've been with the company for 15 years?
Maybe a little more. Yeah, probably.
And why is that?
Well, because the owner and both owners are, one's my father, Jose Cantu, and the other one's my uncle, Freddy Gomez.
So cool.
Yeah, so I've been working here since before it was probably legal to have me on the payroll, but I've been doing something. Mostly I started in manufacturing, kind of summertime job
Okay,
sort of thing. Yeah.
got it. Did you
Yeah.
enjoy it?
No, I didn't enjoy it as a 13-year-old kid who just I wanted to make some extra money, you know.
There it is.
You know, it's not until you start getting a little money and independence, then you're like, you know what, let me look into this a little
Look
better.
at this cool family
Yeah.
business that you guys got going on.
Exactly.
All right, so we're basically touching up any parts that got scuffed.
Yeah, things get scuffed. Sometimes you'll see, you know, mountains of gaff tape smashed all over. So if that was on there, we'd take that off first, kind of clean the surface. But today we're just having fun with it. So, you know,
Okay.
spray it where you want, but
watch
we just
you
want to
first.
give it a nice black coat.
Okay.
Kind of like when I was taught as a kid, you know, just you don't want to have any static movement or else the paint will clump. So
Ah.
not necessarily professional painters here, but smooth and steady gets the lines looking good.
I feel like you're making this look easier than it is. Oh!
Ah,
Oh!
you're a natural.
I'm a
You're
natural graffiti artist.
You're a natural.
Look at this.
So you're not gun shy. Most people get scared and just,
No, man.
nah, you
I'm
see?
gonna do the toaster. I'm not gun shy. Oh!
Not your
that
fir-
looks gorgeous.
So we're already, from this surface to that surface, we're already drastically better. You know?
Okay, sick.
Minor stuff, but
Minor,
all the
yeah.
little details are gonna sure look a lot better for your event, whether
Yes.
it's corporate or whether it's a backyard boogie. We want to make sure we're prepared and ready for the event.
So, y'all are doing touring, you're doing festivals, you're doing corporate, backyard boogies.
We're doing backyard boogies. No job too big, no too small. We can never forget where you came from.
I love
You know,
that.
that small independent band might be the biggest band in the world in a couple years. So
Whoa,
you help
yeah.
everybody just the same.
Yeah. And so, when you have a corporate gig, does the stuff need to look in a different way? Like, how does that? Yeah.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. You know, we call stuff rock and roll when it's just, you know, kind of, if you're pressed for time, you can set it and forget it. For a rock and roll show, there's not nobody looking at it with a microscope. But
Right.
corporate, of course, it's a little more white gloves, as we call it. You got to make sure that on camera, every nook and cranny is really nice because
Yeah.
they're corporations and they got there because they pay attention to detail. So we have to do the same thing.
What artists did you guys get that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that?
Yeah, we did a couple of Jack White tours.
Nice.
The Kanye West of late, obviously that's a huge one. It's all over social
Wait,
media.
the one with the
The one
huge
with the
dome?
globe,
That's
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys?
Yeah, us and you know, Wick Designs did the
Yes.
scenery. A bunch of other people. It's a collaborative effort, of course.
Yeah.
But we essentially specialize in all things structural. As we'll see as we take a little walk around.
Yeah.
We set the foundation. Obviously, we no lighting, no audio. We do those things from time to time, but
Oh.
our bread and butter is the bones of any temporary structure.
And everything about that is safety, isn't it?
Sure is, and
Yeah.
working hand in hand with industry engineers and things like that. So for Kanye, for example,
Yeah.
we did the structural element on the inside, and then with some other scenery elements.
I'm doing a terrible job now. I'm so sorry.
You're
Is it
neglecting
fine?
you're neglecting our strokes. Remember that?
I am. You're right.
Broad-
thank you. You
broad
gotta yell
strokes.
at me about that.
All right. Sometimes you get, you know.
Rob,
you get
I got a little too excited about it.
You know?
All right, sorry. We're talking about Kanye in this show. Let's go back to that.
So obviously safety is of the utmost importance.
Right.
But what is, I think, the most special thing about our company is that we manufacture, I want to say close to 80% of what we rent. So we're involved in the whole kind of spectrum of things. And that's not unheard of, but not as common. We're manufacturing our truss, we're manufacturing our decking, our smart blocks. These were all designed and these were all designed here, essentially.
That's so cool. All right, so we're seeing one roll in. This is a 3,500 pound?
3,500 pound block, yep.
Oh, and this one looks nice.
Yeah,
This has got y'all's kind of paint job on it.
That one's presentable and ready to go,
So these things, what were you saying this part is called again?
You can adjust this right on the block itself.
Oh, and he's doing it right here?
Yep. So that's standard impact with standard, truss tools. You can move those jacks and level them. As opposed to older iterations of companies that do them, you have to slide a jack inside. So it's just, we just took one extra thing that you don't have to worry about when you're working with our gear. That really make things a whole lot smoother on site.
And this one looks so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing how that works.
Yeah, no worries.
Show me what else y'all got.
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome to our wall of truss.
Okay.
Navigate. We're getting cramped in here, but we're making it work.
Y'all, you are stacked up. So what's the difference between this silver and these pieces in the black? They also
silver and black is really preference. When you don't want to see something, you go black. When it's you're trying to emphasize the structure, you might go silver. Really depends. There's a number of different reasons why they'd pick. These are corner blocks. Then you got some specialty things, some head blocks and things like that when you're making self-climber structures. Not all of them are self-climbers, but some got to go up and down.
Self-climber as in, can I climb this?
No, that would be a total OSHA. No, I'm just kidding, sorry. Too dramatic. Head blocks, essentially when they want to build, a lot of times they want to build, they want to stand and be nice and comfy, cozy while they're building things. A self-climber allows you the ability to kind of put the lights in, whatever things you got to do on the ground, and you slowly go up with the structure. As you.
That's sick. So then this is just normal truss?
Just a black truss, same as the other. We actually have 20.5 and 12-inch truss. This is the bigger duty. Then you have super truss, which is even bigger than this, but just varying on whatever the engineer calls for or whatever the size of the structure. Bigger truss, more spans, smaller truss, less span, and so forth.
This kind of case in point, right?
Yeah, so this is 20.5. This is medium duty truss, 20, 40-foot spans, pretty normal depending on the weight that you're carrying.
And help me, because I've never worked in Carve, I've never worked in staging or anything. The width, and what is this to put things and hang things that are wider than what this would be, or why?
Oh, so the length is usually just to get a run. So the standard run is like 8 feet or whatever, but some structures are 37 feet wide. So we got to have 3-footers, 4-footers, 2-footers. We got to have all the combinations that somebody might need in order to get your grids left and right for whatever you need.
Those are the wheels that you were talking about, right?
Those are the wheels, and even for everything,
Oh, it's way heavier than I thought.
That one's heavy, and that's light duty. So then you got, bigger, beefier wheels.
Okay, so this is the special wheel to put it on a field so it doesn't hurt anything?
And this would be light duty. So this would be assuming that it's not overly heavy. Like FIFA exclusively uses these bigger boys right here.
And y'all are doing FIFA stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. And why is FIFA heavier? Why is this needing bigger wheels?
A number of different reasons. They got specialty things going on with the field. That's number one. You can't have these athletes out here on nicked fields. So that just to make sure that those are big enough and can compress the weight of the load so that you're not marking the field in any way, shape, or form.
That's really shocking. Because when we were at the game, every tiny little break, they would be hosing it down and perfectly manicured.
That field gets treated like gold, as it should.
As it should.
I
mean, you clearly have so much equipment. This is getting really full. Can you tell me about how you've seen this grow throughout the years in your life?
We were driving around maybe about a half a mile from here the other day, and we drove past our original building, and the size, I don't even know how it was physically possible for us to work out of that building. I was very small at the time. I was probably 12, 13 years old, but specializing in essentially touring at the time, because that's really probably all that we had to fit in. And we were making things that we didn't even have yet in order to fulfill tours in a really small building. So to be able to be in a big building like this got a building around the corner, location,
Yep.
Nashville, Atlanta. It's a blessing and it's a good problem to have. But
Yeah. And then you're going to have to move out of this place soon to get an even bigger spot.
yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
So over here, I see one of those handrails that we were talking about back there. That was kind of, still in pre-phases, but these are the nice carts they sit on.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're glass. Got to have a little extra care. So these might ship like this on some chalk on a strap, but these a little more fragile. So
Yeah. So you could like put logos or something on here. Right?
definitely, there's definitely lots of branding opportunities.
Yeah.
Especially if it's on a mezzanine or somewhere where it's visible.
Or like a VIP.
Exactly,
area.
exactly. Lots of VIP platforms take these handrails.
Brand houses.
Yep,
Cool.
yep.
And you got stairs over there.
Stairs here. Stairs are very, very heavy, obnoxiously heavy. Stairs stacked up here, obviously all the sizes, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. And then we sort of have our wall structure over here.
What is a wall structure?
It's all modular and prepared. You might have a special access point for the artists to go through. So the wall structure really lends itself to be creative underneath the staging, not only structurally, but also functionally speaking. There's a
get it.
lot of different things you could do with the structure.
Sick. This is a whole different world. Thank you so much for sharing this. And
Yeah, no problem.
Again, really cool. Again,
Yeah.
keeping this in the family. I just love learning more about you guys.
Oh yeah, thanks so much. Anytime.
And now we're walking with Mike Munoz, who's been with the company for 16 years and also a family member. What's up, Mike? How are you?
How you doing?
Good to see you. So, 16 years ago, where did you start here?
Actually, I started right here. Pulling gear, pulling pipe legs, X-braces you see behind you.
Yeah.
The decking portion.
Pulling, so is that kind of where you get your start with staging?
Yeah, you have to understand the product first before you can actually go out into the field. So you learn all that here.
All right, so I'm seeing you got 4x4s, 4x6.
I want to say we're one of the few companies that literally have any size deck you can think of.
You guys are involved with some of the largest artists and brands in the world. You got Kanye West, Travis Scott, the World Cup. You just finished up with, who is this?
Machine Gun Kelly and Wiz Khalifa's tour.
Dude.
So
Okay, so how are you involved? Like with Kanye's, it's like that huge mound. Obviously, like how are you guys involved? How do you work with them?
we basically do the skeleton, so we have to hold it all up. And inside there's a 32 by 32 by 27 foot tall scaffold structure. And it's an inflatable that's covering the dome, so.
It's an inflatable.
Correct.
Of like a bounce house?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Hire me.
Can't tell you
I
the
know so
secrets
much.
of how it works,
Oh,
but
okay.
there's an inflatable and projection mapping on the outside, so it makes it look like a rotating globe.
That's so baller.
To our left over here are turntables. These guys sit at 12 inches tall, and they are very strong. You can put multiple cars on them, drive straight on it. For trade shows, for a concert, they usually use the largest one, and they'll put a set on one side. We'll do a wall down the middle, and then you'll already have the other set on the other side. So it's a quick change really fast. Hit the button, and then boom. So now you don't have to watch everybody striking the set. Everything goes dark. You just spin it, and then while everyone's starting the other concert, the other people are striking in the background, and you don't see them.
That's my least favorite part of any concert is the changeover.
Yeah.
So y'all are making that even faster. That's cool. So you are family with the owners and with many people that work here. What does that feel like to be able to work with family?
It feels great to know that we've all got the same passion for it, trying to make this thing succeed every single day, you know? We all have a common goal, and it's just to keep this thing alive and rolling, and we've been blessed, and fortunately over the years we've just been growing nonstop.
Clearly.
I get to see my cousins every day, you know, my uncles, and whether it's a good day or a bad day, you know what, we're always here, and we're good friends at the end of the day, so.
That's really special. I mean, you got to see your family do this kind of work, but what made you actually want to live inside of this very high-paced, high-demanding job rather than a normal job?
Easy, it's entertainment. Super gratifying when you get to see something start from a piece of paper all the way to TV, tour, overseas, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much,
Cool.
Mike. You're
Thank
awesome.
you.
Sweet.
Appreciate it.
And now we are here in Nashville, Tennessee at Accurate Staging's warehouse with Joe Castellanos, and we are gonna get a little tour. So you're a couple months in here. Show me around. Let's see.
I mean, it's the operation is pretty much what we used to have over there, just better positioned and
Cool.
better laid out.
Like, what's this, for example?
Okay, so these are round decks.
Okay.
People usually get like squared out, but somebody might want like a specific type of round. Let's turn it around. We can turn it
Yeah.
I'm gonna come this way. Watch your hand. And this is just a regular deck.
A deck is what you guys call stage. I know this.
Stage,
Yeah,
correct.
okay. A regular
This is
deck. Got it.
This is a round. Actually, oh, this has a little second skin. Put a little vinyl to make it white. So previously
Copy.
used.
Sweet. And then I see the Velcro. That's for like the
That's for the skirting.
skirting. Got it. Cool. We'll just
Racks
keep
and
you
stuff,
locked in
yeah.
there.
It's okay. It's part of my life. I'm locked into the deck.
Locked.
We got a little dumpster right there.
I want to go
but-
in that dumpster. Is that crazy?
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can I go in a dumpster? I've never been able to go
Just
into
be
one.
careful, please.
Oh, it's pretty dirty.
Oh no, you don't want to go in there.
I think I'm gonna.
Oh my God. You're crazy.
Ooh, it's hot. All right.
You're crazy.
Woo! This is not what you guys want to show off.
So,
Okay, so you
you know-
guys do a lot of carpentry.
Absolutely.
So I'm seeing some like
you can see all the scrap. Yeah, so that was part of the CNC. So when we were speaking earlier, I explained that CNC you can get precision cuts,
cool.
and these are like the scrap sheets.
the scraps.
So you can see that a regular 4x8 sheet, you're able to get all these precision cuts off of it. And we'll go back there and
Yeah,
you can see
we'll get out.
the CNC is doing
All
its
right,
work.
I'll get out of here.
You got it, dude. You went dumpster diving.
Come on, talk about some silly shit. I went dumpster diving. Let's go. Check that off.
We have lifts and turntables up top. You can see our 4x8 lift right here, scissor lifts.
What's a scissor lift?
Scissor hydraulic. They basically come up and down like an
Oh,
accordion.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like what kind of artist would want that?
Any.
Yeah.
It's for a moment, so you could integrate it into the stage, and it'd be nice and flush to the stage. And then when you want to have a moment, you just go up. The artist just stands on it, and then boom, you can just take.
Just rise.
Just ride it up. Ride
Or
it
you
up.
toaster it up.
Or
and-
you toaster it.
Yeah, man.
You get launched up.
What about a person who wants to be in staging? Is that like someone who likes building, carpentry?
What I always say
Yeah.
is we work with grown-up Legos. So if you love building Legos, then you're gonna love this line of work.
Got
because
it.
that's basically what you're doing. Or like an erector set. I mean, it is a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sweating, but it's a lot of fun too because you get, say you get a festival job, you get to be at the festival. You're basically rolling around these mega stars and stuff that you built yourself. So it's pretty cool.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this 16 years
Oh my God. With Accurate?
with Accurate.
Accurate has that longevity,
Yeah,
man.
honestly, we do. I started with the company. I was just cold calling.
There
when
it
I
is.
started, it was just like, here, Joe.
Get some
See
business.
this binder? Call every single person on this binder.
Damn.
And that's what I did for like the first year of me working with the company. All I did was cold calling. And I was a little nervous because I wasn't getting any jobs.
Yeah.
But then like, boom, out of nowhere, I get like a $250,000 job that just dropped on me. And
What was
then
that?
It was the
Event?
U.S. Open of Sailing or something like that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. it was-
different.
and then from there, they just started rolling in. So that's
and then you
basically
build
what I
those
do,
relationships
sales,
and-
project management and all that.
And you've stayed in that role of sales project management.
I think I was ambitious enough to like want to learn all the gear. I would do my own installs, so I pretty much do everything.
Oh.
That I touch everything that I can.
Yeah.
I'm in there. I mean, if I need to hop on a forklift or a scissor lift or a man lift, if I have to put a harness on, I'll do all that. I'll do all that.
Yeah. I mean, that's leadership right there.
Yeah.
If you're not going to be willing to do it, how can you expect those people
That's
to
true.
want to do
That's
it?
true.
Yeah.
I pride myself on that. You can be a boss or you can be a leader. I'd rather be a leader.
Hell yeah,
Than a
man.
boss.
That's really sick.
Yeah.
And pretty amazing too, because I think people get to a certain level, especially with this kind of work, that
For
it's
sure.
hot and it's heavy. That
It
like as
is.
soon as I'm up here, then I'm not doing, I don't want to build anymore. So
Right.
it's awesome that you still. Anyways,
Yeah.
I can move on from that, but I just really respect that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, what are we looking at?
We got hampers here.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, we're diving into our truss. Obviously, headquarters in LA
Has a lot.
has a lot.
Yeah.
We have walls and walls of it. This shop focuses more on scenic elements and custom fabrications.
Is it useful at all to go up there? Or is it just a lot of
you want to go up there.
I don't care.
You want to go
Let's
up
go up there. I want to go up there. So it looks a little scary.
Yeah. Just be very careful. We
Don't have a
Usually
handrail.
I have handrail right
It's crazy. You guys have so many handrails right over there.
Yeah. So as you can see, LED.
You can see toaster parts. Dude, look!
Toaster
It's
parts.
the toaster parts! This is my new favorite thing in the whole world. That's so fun.
You like getting toasted?
Dude, I
huh?
could get toasted every day. Okay. Who is asking for like a huge truss?
The NFL,
Okay.
they ask for big stuff. The F1s, like the Grand Prix, they always ask for big stuff. They could, because they're just bigger in scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're always they want the biggest, most glamorous things possible.
Right. All right, this is cool. I'm glad we came up there literally just for that part. Be careful. Can we talk about this, or can the camera see this, or is it confidential? Can we look at it?
Let me just fold it now. This is NASCAR for TNT.
Oh.
So this is a basic 12-inch truss structure. It has a custom roof skin at the top, and the great thing you guys got a chance to see our smart
Yes.
blocks. So the great thing about our smart blocks is we have our 1,500-pound blocks and our 500-pound blocks, and they're stackable. So they're not only are they stackable, but they're self-leveling because
Yeah.
they have their own jacks. I'm
Saw
sure you
that.
saw
It was
that.
really cool,
Yeah.
yes.
So this is a great example of how you can use that. We probably needed to have 2,000 pounds of weight on each leg. So
hold
that's how
this
you're
up?
able to get that.
Oh, okay, got it.
And it looks like we have some rock and roll legs and some screw jacks. Now, the reason we use rock and roll legs around the perimeter is because sometimes they want to have like scenic elements, and you need to be flush on all sides to be able to have a nice flush surface.
Got it.
So that's why we tend to do like rock and roll legs around the sides. Yeah.
Is this all your stuff you guys
So it's a little.
Wow.
These are
All
going to be
right,
the
yeah.
build drawings.
Wow.
We take pride in having color-coded drawings
to
because
say.
it makes it easier for the builders. All they have to do is look at the color. They have a reference right here, and now they can just go, oh, okay, this needs this needs it. Okay, then. And now it makes it easier when you're on site because now you can start pre-building all this stuff
Yes.
while other people are placing blocks, leveling those things out. You're pre-building all this stuff, so when you're ready, you just bring it all together, and then it's just
So sick.
seamless.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Cool.
Dumpster diver.
Dumpster diver right here.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
We got every size.
And then we have big ass fans. You know?
Hey, the big ass fans. I actually could really use this for a second. It's hot. I bet you wish you were in LA right now.
I do.
Oh, damn, it's wet.
Yeah.
So this is fabrication?
This is the wood shop right
Wood
here. So they're
shop.
right here. They're making custom plug decks.
Ooh.
So see how we have a square right here?
Yeah.
We have a square frame, but if you look at the top of the decking, it's rounded off,
Oh.
and that's so that you're able to bump this up to like a round stage.
Oh, it's up against a round stage,
Yeah.
but then it like kind of goes, juts
Correct.
out.
And they'll use it for like catwalks, for little runways.
Got it.
So if a stage has a bull nose, you'll build like a custom plug like this that's rounded at the edge, so you can butt it up, and then you could have a straight runway.
And I imagine this is a lot easier to make wood than
Absolutely,
steel.
It's faster, definitely faster.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is their workstation. We have a paint station back here.
Oh, let's look. Hey, fun.
Nice little closed-in paint station. Looks like we were working with some pink
Yeah, but
recently.
cute. What's the pink for?
Yeah, so actually today we just sent out the Zara Larsson tour. So all this pink was for Zara Larsson. So
Yo.
if you get an opportunity to go to her show, you're gonna see our stuff on there.
That you guys painted. Dang.
Not me personally,
You
because
gotta
I'm very
go.
clean, but yeah.
That's sick. You do it
It's a
all.
point of pride. What can I say?
Do it all.
What can I say? You wanna see something?
I want to see something.
We got a lot of wood.
I can smell that wood. I tell you what.
So right here, this is specific wood. So this
Okay.
right here is a composite wood. This is Marlite. We have it in a white finish,
Oh.
and we have it in a black finish.
Huh.
So sometimes the client will want, something to look a little more upscale. So we just use this wood as a second skin for the stages.
Oh.
And the really cool thing is that here in Nashville, we're one of the few vendors that carries this product on this side of the States.
So it's just skin on top of the stage
Correct.
to
It's
just make
skin
it
on
have
top.
this nice
Yeah, this nice gloss finish.
gloss finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
What's this?
is a press, a drill press.
Drill press.
You put a drill bit right here, and then you're able to make holes.
Dude, you have a drill right here. Yeah, I would be a terrible fabricator. You should see the walls in my house behind the picture frames.
Oh gosh.
Not for me.
So this is the finish right here.
Oh, cool.
This,
Okay.
it has a protective film.
Oh, that you take it once you install.
Once you finish installing
Very
everything, you
nice.
just are able to take it off, and you can see it's very
Yeah.
nice underneath. See?
Ooh, so like
It has a
corporate
nice
events
little-
and
exactly.
anything
You use it
high
at corporate
budget.
events. We can use it for our walls as well. If you're going to do like a custom wall, you can use it for walls as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool,
We
got
have
it.
a bunch of scraps of it.
What is this tool? Is this a
It's a
saw? I've never seen a saw like this.
Just don't wave it
I'm gonna
around
chill
me
out.
like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't want to trust me with that. That's crazy. Ooh, can we watch you do something? Heck yeah. What's your name?
Chris,
Chris, I'm Nikki.
Nice to meet
Great to meet you. All right, so what you working on?
just cutting out some marlite.
Cutting the Marla. Okay, let's see it. Here.
Okay, so what we're looking at here, this is our CNC machine. The CNC machine you could use for like precision cuts. And you could use it on multiple materials. Right now what we're using it on is the marlite. This is a 1/4-inch marlite. The beautiful thing about a CNC machine is that, like I said, you can use it on wood, you can use it on aluminum, you can use it on steel. It just depends on the bit that you're actually using. So for this one, we're using a simple wood bit.
Yeah.
And what we're doing is you can actually program it to how deep you want the cut to go into the wood. So if we're using like a 1/2 inch or a 3/4 inch, you can get a cut that'll go in about 1/4 of an inch.
Got
so
it.
you won't go through the wood. And then you can do precision cuts. Like you can do it manually, but it's not gonna be as nice of a finish as opposed to using a CNC machine. With the CNC machine, you're gonna get that exact curvature that you need. You're gonna get, like if you need to do a zigzag or anything like that, you're gonna get it precise.
I mean, that's a
precise
perfect
cut.
C right
It's a
there.
perfect C right there.
Who is this for?
This is for ESPN, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
What can I say?
I'll be watching and
What
looking
can
for
I
that
say?
C. Okay.
What can I say?
And what is this?
Oh, this is for welding. So you
Oh,
So
shoot.
this is a protection screen.
Yeah.
So whenever somebody's welding something,
Yeah.
like you don't get that reflection.
My
of
gosh,
the
look at
orange.
how much
Yeah.
aluminum is on here.
Yeah,
Gee.
yeah.
All right.
So this is what we use for the frame, the perimeter framing.
Got it.
So this
With
is the
that
actual
extrusion.
one. Yeah.
Did you ever fabricate?
I didn't. Too pretty. What
You're,
the
yeah,
hell?
come on.
Gosh. Gosh.
You need to be out with the people. This is truss, right?
This is truss.
But it's called tubing.
This is the tubing.
This
Yeah,
is tubing.
yeah, this is the tubing.
Oh, now I feel
But
stupid. Wait,
all
explain it to
together
me.
it's truss.
The whole thing is
Yeah,
truss.
Yeah.
But this part of
this
it.
is just the tubes. Yeah.
So like you're hanging
So
the equipment from
basically,
the tube.
yeah, basically this is just, the truss is just a bunch of tubes put together. Yeah, that's
This
pretty
is
much it.
trivia. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I hope anyone that's watching this will look at any structure differently.
Oh, yeah.
So that when you do see a completely round truss up at the top, hanging lights, hanging audio, you see the
absolutely.
bones of it.
It ends up being like a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Because if you happen to just become part of this industry, like you can't go to a show comfortably, you can't go to a festival as a spectator, you can't go to anything that is gonna have some staging equipment because you're gonna be looking at everything like, oh, how did they do that?
Yeah.
So there's gonna be like an artist that you love, but you're not even gonna be focused on them because you're gonna be looking at their truss rig, you're gonna be looking at the stage, like what height is that? And then you start guessing like, oh, that's probably 5 feet. Oh, that looks like it might be 6. Oh, it's 42 inches. That's gotta be 42, you know?
Yeah.
So it's builders come from all walks of life. All walks of life. So you're gonna get some guys that are like, you know, used to rob stores, but you're also gonna get some Ivy League graduates that do the same job. That's the crazy part of this industry, that you're gonna meet people from all walks of life, and it's like you're gonna become friends with somebody who in normal circumstances you probably never even look at or socialize with.
Right.
And that's the beautiful thing about this business.
That's the beautiful thing.
It's fucking beautiful.
That's so
I
cool.
love it.
Thank you, Joe.
Well,
This
sorry.
was
You
so
got it,
sick.
girl.
You're the best. Also, also in Nashville, Tennessee, we have our lead designer and project manager, Jake Lasher. So you're showing me some CAD drawings?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So we actually just shipped this out on Monday. Red Clay Strays, they're a country band.
I love them.
They're on the up. Great band, great dudes. We've been working on this set with them for easily 6 to 8 months. Like 2025 is when we started working on this. This actually just got built at Rock Nashville and is hitting the road for its first leg of tours as of like yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
You know, this is designed down to the bolt. You know, it's totally top to bottom, custom fabrications for sale for the client. They keep it, it's theirs. So working down from the top, you know, I give them a layout of where all the decks go. We do a lot of like color coding for different set carts in storage so that when they're touring, they have a cart that's like labeled, this is the red cart, and the red cart, you know, goes to these decks. You know, it's all very like diligent because they have to do it so much that it has to be like very organized and on point every time. So
I'm assuming the drums were on that riser.
They're actually on this riser, the upstage one. So,
Okay.
you know, it's all layered, all very specifically taped out, worked out. You know, they know where they need to go. Their background singers are over here, their keys are over here, drums over here, and the whole band down here. So, and then working into their like custom staircases. So this integrated 141 light fixtures, and that's something we're doing all the time, is making these custom layouts for, you know, lighting integration, video integration. It's all video mappable, like you can assign colors to it, and you know, we have it all built straight into the scenery that we built in-house here. So
that is beautiful.
yeah, it turned out really, really well.
Who do you work with?
So their production manager, Kevin, is did the design for this tour, and so he has been our client for a long time, and like it's really cool when we get to take like Red Clay from, you know, a tiny band playing clubs, you know, they need like 6 decks to now this is an arena tour, you know, like, and so we've been lucky enough to work with them the whole time, try and take very good care of them. We're just delivering today. So it's a long process, just like Joe was talking about, but you know, custom stairs with laminate, lighting integration. This is more for our carpenters, and you can see exactly how much detail goes into these builds. Each of these pieces is CNC cut to like incorporate the locks that are built into it. It's like put together with the same tools as our decks. And so, you know, when somebody's on tour, they could theoretically build this with just one tool. So, yeah, we're very proud of all of that. So,
but it's nice to see how much goes into the design of all of this.
Like even this stuff, like this was cut like months ago, but you know, it just goes to show like how much like thought and collaboration that we're putting in, and that's
and that didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
Okay,
wasn't necessary. It was, you know, it was more money than they wanted to spend for something that wasn't achieving what they wanted it to, and so we got it. You know,
but how much you put into that?
Yeah. Building out truck packs, like you can see exactly how much space our stuff is going to take.
Actually,
up.
can we go back to that? That is fascinating. So you have so does this fill up a whole truck? That whole
pretty
stage?
much. Like this is like a 53-foot truck. You know, we usually count on 48 feet of space just because there's usually some weirdness on the end that they want to throw in at the end of the day.
Always.
But yes, we're really like specific about the pack and making sure it's all consistent and the same, and they know what to expect every single time. So,
and does this all fit in just one truck, or
this is one truck? Yeah.
So them going up from, because I saw them last year, and going from just a club or an amphitheater to an arena, they have to consider the cost of not only massive stage of custom build what y'all are doing, but then having an extra truck for the whole thing.
On this project, we are one of, you know, anywhere from 6 to 10 vendors where it's like, you know, there's a lighting truck, there's a rigging truck, there is like all this stuff that, you know, the band is putting together, the production staff is putting together.
And you come from the theater world.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I studied in school. Technical direction for theater, building scenery, doing stuff like that. So
and then it led you here. For 8 years you've been here.
8 years.
Dude, I mean, that's... Again, I just love the longevity of all the employees here at this company. It says a lot.
It's genuinely impressive. But yeah, so this is all like literally, you can see like all the decking and extrusion is like actually reflected in the model. So we know exactly like...
Oh, can we talk about the wheels?
Yeah.
Because Joe just showed us that you can move these wheels so that they're not up against each other.
That's exactly right. So something that's like kind of universal across all staging systems is that the casters are always in the corners, and they spin outside the profile of the deck because the like swing of the caster is usually like a 10-inch diameter circle. And so what we do to solve that, we actually made a new product for Red Clay Strays, calling it a frog, but I don't know why really. But
I hope it looks like a frog.
It sort of does. So
okay.
Basically.
Whoa.
like this piece indexes into the pipe leg, and it's got a big custom plate and these tabs that kind of align it with our channel. And so this sets the caster in like 6 inches so that if you can have 4 next to each other and they don't run into each other.
Whoa.
It's essentially an offset leg, which is something that's fairly common, but
very cool.
I can pull up Zara Larsson, just because that also
since we
went
just
out
talked
this
about
week.
it.
So Zara, she's coming out from the UK, so a Swedish pop star, and has already toured Europe, and so they already had a look that they were happy with, and they're basically like trying to replicate it here. And so the interesting challenge of this build was basically taking a build from the UK, which was built with a totally different product, with different engineers and stuff like that, and basically replicating it with like an American system. And so you're dealing with like a lot of like metric aspects of it.
That's a video wall?
Yeah, a lot of this is not custom, but when you see the actual show, there's a ton of scenery. We collaborated with the client who was using Upstaging. Upstaging is another company that does a lot of this work, and there's a lot of like tropical scenery on here. It's really cool. It's a really cool look. They're doing Lollapalooza, another festival in Montreal, and then a few dates on the East Coast and then the West Coast in September.
Can you give me a midnight sun?
Oh, I'm actually like not on the Zara wave. I'm not as familiar. I do like Robin and ABBA and
yes, I love ABBA.
Iconopop. I'm a huge fan of my Swedish pop stars, but I'm
absolutely.
like I need to jump in a little bit more.
This is the pink.
This is the pink that was all over. If you go out there, our carpenter's shoes are just pink. Right? But yeah, so this was like custom stair that we built for Zara. It's got like, we used the CNC to like laser to cut aluminum plate for the sides here. And I got this beautiful paint job, but
I can see the dancers up there already.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, I know. That show's gonna be wild.
That is gonna be fun. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So. It's really cool that, in LA and here we're seeing the actual physical product, and here this is what you're creating it. You're working with the visionaries and the creative team to actually tell the Accurate team, what are you building?
Yes.
Yeah. And I know you're getting hit up. So thank you so much for this.
Pleasure.
This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
I am sitting down here with Adrian Wexler, project manager and executive assistant at Accurate Staging. Adrian has spent his career in staging, truss, and structural design. And over the last few years, he's become the person inside the company leading it into the new chapter. New systems, new visibility, new direction. He works directly under Jose, and I want to hear what that's like and where he really sees this going. Thank you, Adrian, for doing this.
Thank you, Nikki, for having me.
Yes, and thanks for just setting this whole thing up. It's been awesome working with you and learning the ins and outs of Accurate. So I want to hear how you first started here.
I grew up in the company, being part of the Cantu family. It was a very easy transition. And I started roaming around the offices when I was a young kid. And once I got to wanting to do like summer work, I would be in the back washing truss, painting decks, doing those housework chores. And then slowly after I graduated, started becoming more involved in the business of I'll go out and do installations, slowly working up to be a supervisor, becoming a technician with our automation, also doing project management work into the office and bringing in new systems, anything I can do to help out Jose and help out any member of staff here. I try to pick up on and try to make everyone's life a little bit easier.
So you have more of that operations mind then, if you're kind of installing these new systems. What are some that you kind of made a change and you could see more efficiency?
One of the ways that we used to communicate was just through email and like text and big text message chains.
Yeah.
We hadn't really had a system a platform that we could post our jobs and information with those details on the ins and outs and also drawings for those things. So I looked into a platform called Slack.
Oh yeah.
And determined a good operating software for us to be using it and workflow.
Yeah.
And do the integration of working things out and then finally publishing it and getting the whole team on board. It was a little bit of a challenge at first, but because we had already had so much success in the past and all the things that we've done, to this point, who's this new kid trying to tell me what to do with this new technology, right? But it's really caught a lot of the loose ends and anything slipping through the cracks and pushing updates to our installers that are on site, pushing updates to our warehouse managers when a new revision comes in. So it's been a very vital component of keeping our company's efficiency on track. And
Yeah, man. Really special that you get to work directly under your grandfather. What is it like working with him in a family sense, but then also in a work sense? What are you learning from him?
well, working under my grandfather has definitely been the biggest education in my career. Just the type of role model and father figure he's been in my life ever since I was a young boy, and having the opportunity and blessing to work under him every day, it's something I try not to take for granted, because I know these days aren't long.
Yeah.
He's been a credible mentor, and he's a pioneer and innovator in this space in our industry. So to see his work efforts, his work habits, and the way he talks and treats to his clients and members of staff, I really try to keep a open mind and be a sponge whenever I'm around him and he's making those decisions, because there's so much knowledge and experience in that man that anyone could learn anything. You would just keep some open ears.
That's so special. So obviously, Jose and Freddy building this company, it's super successful for 25 years, and you want to come in and help make it more efficient. How do you help to modernize a company that's already very successful?
Oh, well, it starts with having respect with what's already working, right?
Yeah.
And the people that are here and people's jobs and duties. So it's not about changing things. It's about finding opportunities to make things a little bit more efficient. Make someone's life a little bit easier, like standard operating procedure, a clear outline what those duties are.
I love that stuff. That's like, actually, I'm very, like, efficiency is so important to me. That's when I get so angry, is when people are doing things inefficiently like that. I'm like,
Yeah, me too. Me too.
leaving a concert, if you can solve that, I would be so happy. That's the most inefficient thing, and it's just a miserable experience.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's probably never going
And
to change.
especially on a job site too, when you're correlating and managing all like these big crews of people, it's efficiency is very key of maintaining a good timeline and making sure things are being pre-positioned
Yes.
and things are being built on a timely fashion. So
Yeah.
it just efficiency is everything in our business.
So you had to learn the inefficiencies of this industry first to really understand how you can make it more efficient. How did you learn all of this stuff?
I think it kind of stems from just a general curiosity, about life and about learning the ins and outs and
Yeah.
why things happen and why things work certain ways. And then after understanding those elements, looking at like, all right, can I make this better? Like, is there a better way of doing things? I learned that a lot from my grandfather. He's always been very curious into how do I make something better, move faster, make it better looking.
Those genes.
Definitely, and the curiosity of and my own kind of ambition to, all right, how do I make things better? How can I be a better contribution to the company and to my grandfather and to my family?
It's so cool. So as a staging company, you guys are just really the skeleton in the structure for all of these events, whether that's corporate or festival, concert, backyard barbecue, whatever it may be, or movie theater drive-in, COVID testing sites. I mean, the things that you guys do. That means that your guys and your teams and your products are first on site, right? And then you're the last one to kind of load out, or how does that work?
Typically, besides rigging, I would say
Right.
in arenas, it's all about working with other
Departments.
and
Oh, yeah.
making sure everyone is on a timely fashion, a schedule, to make sure we are going to be successful at the end of the day, because we're all one team on the job site.
Being in business for 25 years, and you guys have held a lot of the same clients over the years, what does that look like for you guys? How do you guys maintain that?
It's about trying to go above and beyond, like for our clients, making sure their needs are met and they look good to their clients at the end of the day. We had a client for NBA All-Star Awards here in Los Angeles.
Cool.
And they had pre-built a basketball court outside, but the elements and materials that they were using at that time wasn't structurally sound for their application, and the basketball wasn't dribbling too well on the court. So they called us around like 5 p.m. the day before. Hey, what's the soonest you guys could get in 250 decks, do a 100 by 80 basketball court leveled outside by tomorrow morning? And started making phone calls, mobilizing all of our guys to come in early in the morning, start pulling the gear, mobilizing crew to arrive on site to accept and offload the truck, and then leads on site to make sure the crew builds the stages, the stage accordingly, and everything is nice. So we got it done in one full workday. So
Boom.
Yeah.
Where do you get a basketball court from?
I can make you one.
Oh my
Let's see.
gosh, that's
No.
crazy.
Yeah, and we just built like the substage for it. They put the tiles
they
on top,
put it on top.
obviously. So we were like you said, the skeleton, the bones of it.
Yeah, but it's not as simple as just laying down the court piece. You have to
level it, right? You have to
Yeah.
make sure the lining of the plywood is exact. You have to make sure you're in line to the spike marks. So there's a lot of different components to it, but nevertheless, our guys are very talented. We have a great group of installers and warehouse managers and CAD guys. So we're very fortunate to have the team that we do.
You, I know, are flying right after this to Miami to do everything with FIFA World Cup. What's y'all's involvement with the World Cup?
We've done the opening ceremony to the World Cup in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium.
Nice.
Providing the staging elements for the stage that rolls out onto the field for the
With the wheels?
pre-concert. Yeah, with the wheels.
Yo, I learned a new thing today.
Yeah,
It's cool.
definitely a lot of those wheels on for that type of grass. So things had to be balanced around with engineers on exactly the pounds per square footage these wheels were taking, making sure we had enough to protect the grass. So it's been a process leading up to this for months. And now we're doing the third place ceremony, post ceremony in Miami.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's another example of a type of job you guys took on that maybe doesn't seem like a traditional job you guys usually do?
A few have included of doing structures and stages inside of like lakes or big bodies of water.
Okay.
So getting like a team of scuba divers or certifying some of our employees to be scuba divers to gear up and go to the bottom of the lake and make sure that your screw jacks and pads, everything is being installed correctly. It's a wide range of skill set that sometimes certain job sites require. So
You can't just hire scuba divers because scuba divers don't know how to put a stage
exactly.
together.
So that's why we got to certify our guys.
Y'all
to
got
do so.
scuba diving stage guys.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Add that to your
Oh, yeah.
website. Next time I want to throw an event in a lake, I'm calling
We
you
got
guys.
you in a lake or a pool.
Or a pool.
Yeah.
What about the ocean? No, that's crazy.
Well, we've done one or two before.
Yo, okay, that's cool. Your family, I'm sure, is so proud of you and kind of how they've been training you and the character you have and the way, again, bringing us in and just giving us a great day here. Thank you. I love the culture that Jose and Freddy have built here and how you guys maintain that. And we've learned a lot. So I appreciate your time here.
Thank you, and I appreciate you too, Nikki, and your team for coming out here all this way to Los Angeles. And it's been a pleasure hosting you guys and getting to know your team.
I am sitting down with Jose Cantu, co-founder and COO of Accurate Staging. Jose started welding stages for other companies back in the 1980s, and then in 2001, he and his brother-in-law Freddy bet everything and building their own company. 25 years, facilities in LA, Nashville, Atlanta, and some of the biggest stages in the business later. I want to hear the whole story. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
It's been so cool meeting everyone and really just seeing y'all's operations. But I want to go back to the beginning. For you started as a welder that got you into the biz. For people who don't know what fabrication really is, can you talk a little bit about what that is and what drew you to it?
I originally wanted to be a welder in construction, but in class, the teacher asked me if I was interested in applying at an entertainment company. I go, sure. So he sent me, I applied, they hired me, and I kind of enjoyed every day it's something different.
Yeah.
So it involves cutting, welding, preforming stuff. I mean, literally every job was different. And they always had tight deadlines, and we were always like, okay, how do we make this happen? Or how do we make this move? Or how do we achieve what they want? And obviously everything is budget conscious. So the biggest task was how do we achieve it with what they want to pay? So that drew me to stay in the entertainment industry.
Okay, so you started in entertainment.
I did.
It wasn't construction.
No.
What was like your first, I guess, gig with entertainment?
Like we did the first Mötley Crüe drum riser.
Whoa.
That revolved.
Okay.
That was me and the person that actually hired me. He was the brains behind it at the time because I was still new, and cool. I learned a lot, and it was interesting. And then every job, the minute you complete a job, you let's say knock it out of the park, they bring something more complicated to you, So the company I was at kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger shows, And ultimately, a lot of companies sprung out from that.
When was this? What year?
It was in 1986.
Okay. How old were you?
I was 18 years old.
You were 18. So this was right out the jump.
Right out of high school.
All right. So you're actually building something that is exciting. You're seeing like the impact and the joy that can come from what you're actually building. So that's cool. Keeps you in it. So how many years were you working for someone else doing this before you started your own thing?
I actually worked at that entertainment company for 2 years.
Okay.
I had to leave because I had a child, so I had expenses.
Yeah.
So I drifted into aerospace for like 2.5, 3 years.
Whoa.
Bored out of my mind.
Really?
Yeah, it was too repetitive. So then I ended up going back and welding at another place that didn't do entertainment, but they had done some entertainment pieces for somebody else. And then I realized it was the people I used to work for in 86, 87, 88, and part of 89. So I went and asked for a job, and they hired me on the spot.
Incredible. So you get back in.
Yep. I got back in. I spent 10 years there, almost 10 years to the day.
Oh, wow.
And then I go, you know what? If we work this hard for them, what would we do for ourselves? So that motivated us to open up our own place.
What was that first initial feeling? Like, was it like, yeah, we can do it. Why don't we just do it? Or was there fear in that, making that call?
I don't think there was fear because I actually had other plans. Instead of opening up a staging company, I wanted to build the custom sets for all the other staging companies because that was my specialty, is building custom sets.
Cool.
So I figured, you know what, there's enough of them around that I would keep busy full time, So I go, you know what, let's try that. But the circumstances changed, and they ended up telling me that they wouldn't hand me as much work as I thought. So you know what, we already made the plans to open up a place. So we pivoted and made our own staging company. Wow. And it turned out great.
Clearly.
We had some issues at the start, but it got better and better and better.
What were those challenges of starting the business at the beginning?
The first challenges was the minute people heard we were gone, they approached us to try to give us work.
Yeah.
But obviously we had no gear.
Oh, gosh.
And it was hard to rent from people that we had just left.
Oh, my gosh.
And they were not really rooting for us.
Of course.
So we had to take 2 or 3 months in the shadows and start to make gear. So it took us like 2.5 months, 3 months to make enough inventory to get a few jobs out, and then they trickled in.
You were making it all at the beginning. And was that because that's what you wanted to do because you could? That's your craft? Or was that the cheap way to do it?
Our template has always been make what we offer to rent.
Cool.
In case there's not enough in the industry at the time, we can make it and not be held to somebody's timelines.
Yeah.
So most of the jobs that we take on that are very fast-paced, but they're a short timeline, we normally would commit, but we do everything in-house just so we know we can control it.
It's really smart.
Yeah, because if we're at somebody else's mercy, we may not get it.
And quality too.
Yeah.
If you're making it, you can abide, and stand confident in that quality too. You opened up May of 2001. Something very big happened in September of 2001. How did that affect you guys in this brand new business?
When we first started, obviously there's minimal resources, right? So we knew going in we would be not getting paid for a few months or up to a year, but we were willing to weather that.
Yeah.
Then we had 9/11 happen. Literally every show got wiped off the books. I mean, everything canceled, and we were like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't a problem for us. It was more the employees that we had already brought on from other places, and we didn't want them to leave. So we continued to keep them paid in full, and we just made do, and at the end, it turned out good. The minute jobs came back, everybody caught up on what was not done previous. So the workflow was just, if we were working 2-3 jobs a week at the time, all of a sudden we're doing 6-7 jobs.
Jeez. Okay. Similar to COVID.
To COVID, yeah.
What happened when you guys hit COVID?
Obviously, everybody pivoted to do something else.
Yeah.
We did a lot of outside dining. We did them at minimal cost or no cost to a lot of clients because we knew people that owned restaurants that were struggling.
Yeah.
We have the gear. We put in, I would say, probably like 20 locations that we probably did more than half for free.
Oh.
But it kept everybody busy, and it gives a little bit of dignity when you're not just at home, waiting to get paid, And then we did a lot of test sites and movie theaters, and we were doing drive-ins all over the place. And
Really?
we did so many test sites.
How did you get a contract with the government there?
One of our
Crazy.
guys actually was at a meeting, and there was a celebrity there that he was trying to dabble into politics, and he made a reference that when you want something done fast, you seek out the people that do entertainment, because they could load in a stage, with 50 semis in a day, and they got a lot of resources to deploy in people that can move very fast.
Yes.
So we literally got, I don't know, we did a bunch.
That's amazing. And that's so funny that you originally wanted to be in construction, and that doesn't move very fast.
Yeah.
Like you would have been going
Yeah.
crazy. What was the moment at the beginning of building this where you're like, oh my gosh, this is working. We're making it. And I'm so happy that I made this decision to try this.
When we outgrew our first facility, I mean, it was a small place. It was like 10,000 square feet.
Yeah, still.
Within a year and a half, we didn't fit. So we ended up going to like a 40,000 square foot location, and we actually got 2 buildings side by side. And I got approached to do some stuff for Madonna, and they asked me, hey, it's just rehearsals. We need some stuff, but it's not going to be done in time because the company that's doing it is behind 2 or 3 weeks. I go, sure. We looked at what they had and what they wanted to do. So I did a prototype for them, like literally in like 4 hours, delivered it. And what turned out that I thought was, fractional money turned out to be one of our best gigs, because they ended up taking a lot of stuff on tour.
No way.
Yeah. So it turned out to be, like they say, a good, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
That's a huge, once you get like a whale too, and you're set, then you can spend more on, I guess, a bigger place or whatever it is, and more inventory.
From that, I think we got a lot of word of mouth, because all our stuff, I mean, you could advertise and do a bunch of, advertising here and there, but word of mouth, or now it's social media.
Totally.
But back then, word of mouth was key.
Everything.
Yeah.
So. What has been one of your favorite projects that you've worked on?
One of the ones I really enjoyed doing was we did a Chevy commercial through one of our other sales guys.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of challenges in that. And I remember we went to go do a meeting, and it just seemed that they weren't really going to pick us. So I was like, because they kept interrupting, people kept coming in and out. And I believe they were having an issue with something they were trying to do. They must have paused the meeting like 10 times. And I knew we weren't going to get the job. So I go, hey, do you mind if I ask what you're doing or what you're trying to do? Because I hear this ballast walls doesn't fit. And the guy just looked at me and says, well, we're having an issue with this project. So I looked at it and I go, hey, do you mind if I could propose something? And he goes, sure. But it was more like, sure. And so I proposed something to them that they didn't think it was going to work. So I called my shop. They brought some stuff over. The guy said, it's great.
Boom.
And then literally within hours, they call us, hey, you got the Chevy job. And I go, oh, cool.
Whoa.
And then it was time for us to try to achieve it, And the hard part is our goal is always just land it and we'll figure it out once it's confirmed,
Genius.
It's challenging, but it keeps us on our toes.
Well, also you were there understanding and listening that they had an issue.
Yeah.
Knowing you could probably fix it.
Yeah.
And just letting them know that you could fix it in a calm way. I think that that's actually like a really cool takeaway.
I tell all our sales guys, our installers, whenever you see something on site that you see they're having an issue with, try to chime in on it, because a lot of times you get new people in the industry that haven't done something. You could use the same application on 100 different things just by tweaking it a bit, because it's all repetitive. It's all the same thing over and over. It just gets dressed up a little different, adjusted here, adjusted there.
Except the Chevy commercial was crazy. It was like
that one was
5 cars.
complicated.
Yeah, can you talk about that a little bit?
That one was complicated. That one, their biggest issue was how to support the cars and move them in time to make it look flawless.
Yeah.
So we ended up designing like a train track system that we could put the cars on and roll them into position. And it literally took like probably 4 guys to push the car effortlessly into position, had everything pre-rigged, and it would literally take like 2 minutes.
Whoa.
So you could roll the car in with no weight, just you rolled it in, connected it, and it flew it up in the air.
So you didn't have all 5 cars kind of stacked on it. It was like as it was raising.
As it was raising, you'd bring in another car, and then you'd connect it real quick, and then you'd fly it up, and you'd bring all the cars in. And obviously, it needs to get supported by a big monster roof that we reached out to another company to provide certain pieces for it.
Whoa.
So,
that is a fun project to be able to do. How long was that day? How many takes did it take?
They filmed for a few days. It wasn't just one day. And the reason is because it's not just the cars, it's the actors on top, having to show the excitement every time. And sometimes they get it right, sometimes they don't. And our guys were loving it. Like our guys were all just enjoying themselves underneath the stage, relaxing. Okay, it's time to do it again. All right, let's do it. But each take only took like 15, 20 minutes
and it
for
took
us.
Days.
Yeah.
That's TV land, isn't it? Oh, golly. How much TV do you guys usually do?
25% of the business could be TV, or maybe
Really?
30.
And in what capacity? Like what types of things are you building for them?
We do a lot of like audience seating. We'll build the structure where they're going to clad it with their scenery. A lot of times you don't see our stuff. We'll provide the infrastructure so they could make it look pretty, or we'll do a lot of red carpet stuff or Grammys shows and a lot of reality shows, cooking shows. Wipeout or,
Really?
just a bunch. I mean, I only know about 25 to 30% of the shows that we do because there's just too many to.
Oh my gosh.
Because everybody else does certain things that I never know what the shows are for, other than I'm troubleshooting something for them, but I don't ask for what show it is because it's not my show.
That's how you know your business is successful, when you literally don't even know all the things that you're doing because it's so much and so cool. That's crazy.
It relieves a lot of stress for the day-to-day stuff because before, I couldn't walk on the floor before and not know what job was going on. Now I like the fact that I have no clue what the job is for. I know what it's intended for, because I can tell if it's going to be a stage or a structure or whatever just by the pieces that they're pulling. But I don't know what job is for. And that makes me feel good knowing that we've put a lot of key people in place that take care of the day-to-day operations.
Yeah.
I've been slowly trying to sit back and let the new generation take the realm and, okay, let's see what you guys got. And I tell them, if there's anything you want to branch out to, let me know. And I'd gladly look at other places, to invest in or do whatever is going to make your guys' life better and produce something better. So almost every person in this building can multitask. We don't hire just a welder. We don't hire just an installer. We don't hire just a carpenter per se or an electrician. Everybody normally can double task. And if they don't know something, we'll make sure we train them to do it. Because somebody is more valuable for us, and I could send them on more shows if they can weld, drill, cut. If a piece of scenery gets crushed, that they could patch it, fix it, paint it, and make it look pretty again, because there's no time to bring it back.
Right.
So everybody normally has multiple hats, even though they have key positions that they do. But I have a team of CAD guys, because before I would draw everything.
Oh my gosh.
Now I got like 5 guys or 6 guys that can draw.
Come on.
We have welders. Before it was like me welding. Now it's a team of like 12 guys,
Wow.
So it's joyful that we can provide a job for a lot of different people. And for the most part, I feel everybody's happy here and they enjoy what they do.
That's pretty incredible of just seeing something that you can do better for yourself and build this. And then now providing all these opportunities for your family and so many people here in LA, Nashville, and Atlanta.
Yeah, it's very rewarding. I mean, I can't go to any set or anything and not look and see, how did they do that? Oh yeah, that makes sense. My wife told me, hey, that's not for you. Just leave it alone. But it just intrigues me to look and see how they achieve something, because sometimes I've been caught in a few jams where I can't figure something out. and somebody comes in that is well versed as well, he goes, "Oh, how about if you do this?" I go, "Oh, yeah, you're right." You know, which everybody's come a long way. I got guys here from year one.
And that just goes to show so much about the culture of this business and kind of how you want to help grow with these people. This is amazing. But I mean, you're now doing very complicated. You've always done complicated tasks, but I'm just thinking about like the Kanye West stage right now. That's like that crazy mound, or we did the toaster earlier. That was so fun and crazy. And so
did you toast?
I toasted. Oh yeah, our team toasted, man. That was so sick, and I loved it.
What percentage did you guys get to?
I did 60%.
60?
I know. That was the highest. He does a 30.
Oh, 30.
I know.
Oh, wow.
But Travis did 70. So I think after this, we're going to have to, I want to experience 70%.
Yeah.
Because I have to. I think I can handle it.
We had a guy once jump on one. We told him, "Hey, we're not done setting it up." He goes, "Oh, I'm a professional." Okay. It was actually in Hollywood.
Oh, no.
We were in Hollywood and he didn't listen. And he got inside it and they toasted him and he went zoop. And I mean, he's obviously very talented. He landed on his feet, but he missed the stage completely. He like, boom.
Oh my
But
gosh.
somebody else that wasn't as talented probably would have been in trouble.
100%.
He landed on his feet, but he 12 feet down probably.
Dude.
Yeah.
It hurts not hurts, but it's there's an impact there. I loved it. You guys let me live my dream of being a pop star. So thank you. They're so fast. Talk to me about how you've built these relationships with all your clients and your team here that are taking care of these clients, how you've kept these relationships through the years and how you plan to kind of keep that loyalty with them.
I've always told all our guys, it doesn't matter that you put a beautiful stage up, but somebody goes and leans on the handrails and they get their clothes all dirty. It's the little things that the client's going to look at. It's not just, it's a huge structure and it's massive and it took, 4 weeks to build for Super Bowl or whatever. But at the end, they're going to look at that piece of wood wasn't painted. There's, you left a mess when you left and somebody else had to pick it up. They're already stressed enough. Don't make their life more stressful. I mean, we have the resources to clean up at the end. And I literally have clients that I've had from like year 1 and 2.
Wow.
And I still do work for them.
Wow.
And they're not just clients, they're friends of mine, and I enjoy working with them every time. They know they could call me at any given time and they'll bounce an idea off me. And all of a sudden, 2-3 weeks later, the project lands in our lap. I literally just had a call on Saturday that they were asking about driving cars on our stage at fast speed. I go, that's possible. I mean, just what's the height, how fast, when you say fast is how fast, everything's possible. You just got to get the engineering right and everything else right to achieve that, because there's a lot of inertia that's going to go on those wheels, to stop and go. I mean, it weighs 5,000 to 8,000 pounds.
Gee.
So it's just asking the client a lot of questions. And that's what I instill our guys. What are they trying to use that for? Is it just a stage? Is it for cheerleaders? You'd be amazed how much a cheerleader being flung 10, 15 feet in the air, how hard she lands on a deck.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the clients like when you ask a lot of questions, because then you've brought other elements that they weren't thinking of, and it's better to solve them pre-production than when you're when you're actually installing.
Yes.
It's cheaper. I hate charging clients to go back and forth because there's changes. We try to anticipate what can possibly change and bring stuff in advance that we know probably needs addressing.
Yeah.
They might not like how it looks because it was going to be in their way, but you're going to need it. So.
Well, if you guys are the masters of this, you know what they need and you do it well. You keep those relationships.
But I feel confident that our team and any future ones coming that they're training, I think they'll do a good job after me and Freddy leave, for
That's
sure.
So cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this has been such a pleasure to be able to step in and see what you guys have built. I mean, y'all are doing massive things and many, many things. And so I've learned a lot today. So I appreciate you. Thank
Keeps
you.
us busy.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jose.
Thank you.
We are sitting down with Freddy Gomez, co-founder and CEO of Accurate Staging, and Jose's business partner since the very beginning. Freddy came from construction and design before the entertainment industry pulled him in. What started as a leap of faith alongside his brother-in-law has turned into 25 years of building stages at every level of this business. Freddy, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, this is so fascinating to learn more about, especially that it was founded by family and so much of your family works together in this, and that so much of the culture is your family. So before all of this, talk to me about what you were doing and what you were working on before.
I was building homes for the public. I was designing and building. Well, probably 10, 15 years.
Okay. When did you first get involved with entertainment and building stages?
Believe it or not, even before construction, I was, Jose and I, we actually got involved in a company called Show Lights.
Uh-huh.
That's where we learned the trade. I was there for about 4 years or so. Then the company, they're going to move the whole operation to, I believe, Florida.
Mm.
And I was invited to Florida, and I wasn't feeling it. I said, you know what, I'm just going to stay here. I went back to what I felt that I can go back to was construction and design. Then all of a sudden we started talking, Jose and I, and we talk about, how's business, how's this? He would say, well, it's just a job, I go, well, maybe you should start thinking about doing your own thing. He goes, yeah, maybe in the future, And he's fast forward, he mentioned, you know what, I think I'm working on something. I think I have a group together and I might do my own company. I go, well, good for you, good luck. And we left it at that. And then before you know it, he's reaching out to me for partnership, Hey, you're interested in a partnership? I go, sure, what are the details? He tells me the details and I don't like it. There's too many partners. And I go, you know what? There's too many partners. Why would you don't need them, All you need is a good sales guy yourself, man. You're good.
Yeah.
And so you're not interested? I go, I'm not. He kept persisting, probably like another month or so. The new group, right, which is just him and the sales guy. And then at that moment, I tell him, you know what? I'm in.
So at that point, it was the three of you guys then. It was you and Jose and then a sales guy to really help take this thing. Okay.
And that's how it all started. At the beginning, needless to say, we were wearing all hats. We were designing it. We were fabricating it. We were installing it. Crazy hours, We were definitely committed. And it was a struggle for a little bit,
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot on the front end.
5 years.
What was the hardest part about those first 5 years?
The long hours. We've always been hard workers. So the work that has never really affected us or scared us. Like, oh my God, now we're working, 20 hours straight, 30 hours straight. Hard, of course, but it didn't scare us,
Yeah. Who was the first client that you had that was a huge game changer for your business?
Disneyland.
Oh, tell me more.
I mean, when we first opened, and it was great because that allowed us. It wasn't like there were huge jobs, but they were consistent.
Yeah.
And that's what you need in a new business, something that's consistent.
Yeah. Okay. So you started out in a small warehouse down the street here.
Yes.
When did you grow so big that you realized, oh my gosh, we need to move? And then we need to open up all different places in different cities.
Yeah, I think at that moment in time, we were just thinking about survival.
Yeah.
We just outgrew the place.
Yeah.
It was small. We're very limited. Projects kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, yeah.
Yeah, totally. We had to start somewhere.
Any decent sized job was overwhelmed.
Totally.
It didn't fit. Yeah.
So you mentioned you worked 20 or 30-hour days. There's a story about falling asleep under a stage after 30. Can you tell me that story?
Yeah, we have been working somewhere around 30 hours. We were just exhausted.
Yeah.
And I thought I took a little, 1 second little break, but it turns out, I guess, he said, no, you were snoring. And I guess he throws something at me or yells at me, and I woke up. And,
there
hey,
it
grab
is.
the pipe or something.
Yep.
He never let me forget that. Goes,
Yeah.
Hey, you're falling asleep.
Falling asleep after 30-hour days. I mean, yeah, that's the brutal life of this world. Was there any time that you wanted to quit?
No.
Go back to design?
No.
But you get to design
never.
with this, right?
I never quit.
Yeah.
Times.
What is a project that you are most proud of?
When I saw, 5 semis pulling out of my driveway full of gear.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember saying to Jose, see that? That means we're in.
You're in. That is a cool moment.
Yeah. Because before that, you know, you can pretty much load everything on a flatbed that we owned.
Right. Wow. And y'all were doing the install and the load in, load out, everything?
Yeah. And yes. So needless to say, after the 5th truck, that spells that you're doing bigger projects, so forth. Now you have personnel and so forth, you know.
That's a big moment where you're not having to go do everything.
Yeah.
So you guys have a pretty good blend of TV, concerts, festivals, corporate. What is your favorite client to work with?
I like corporate mostly.
Because they're actually planning in advance and they have the right
time,
budget.
You can design it better, you can prep it better. You know,
yeah, music is like, we need this massive skill show in not enough time. And the more and more conversations I'm having, the more I'm hearing that is happening even more with music. Are you guys seeing that? Just the expectations being
that's
so
what
quick.
it is with music. Everything like now.
And cheap.
Yeah, and cheap, yeah. And corporate on the other side is everything's pre-planned ahead of time. Therefore, you have ample time to do everything as best as possible. You know?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's a better product, I feel.
Yes. You know? Something that's been cool for me and my team to see is how you all have multiple members of the family working here. And, you know, the culture is very family oriented, which I love. What does that mean to you to be able to work with your family here?
I love it because at the end of the day, like you said, it's family, right? And we can trust each other, you know. I'm confident that they'll get done. I'm confident he'll do it the best he can possibly can. And I'm also, best of all, I'm confident that if he can't handle it, he'll reach out like immediately.
Yeah. What are you excited about for the next 5-10 years?
I think we're on the right path. There's still a lot of things that we want to add and create before we somewhat retire.
Oh yeah.
And,
like what?
There's a machine that I'm trying to create to wash and detail the gear.
Okay. Wow.
We currently do it manually, and it's very expensive.
That's exciting.
That's one of the things.
Wow.
But ideally, we want to somewhat retire.
Of course.
Maybe potentially, let the kids take over.
Yeah. Part about keeping it in the family.
Ideally, yeah.
That's amazing. Well, it's wonderful hearing your story, and congratulations on an amazing business that you've created.
Oh, thank you.
And toasting in 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry.
Holy shit, give me that again.
Hold on.
I'm so braced. All right. Did we get it? Hey-oh, hey-oh.
Jump.
Oh, no! That didn't sound good.
Okay. No, it's great.
Hey!
We
Are
did
you
it.
sure?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, I've never seen something like that. What is this phone? Whoa!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah. That is crazy. You have email on this? That's crazy.
And it comes with a pen and everything.
Okay. You got a little laptop in your pocket.
Yeah, I do.
We'll put it in right here and here and here. Look at all these fun pictures that we're putting in. What is this? Is this a scale?
It is.
Ooh.
Most of that is me, though.
Look at that, 300.
Most of that is me.
I just
Don't
hit
worry about
200.
it. Don't worry about it. Most of that is me. All
Yay.
right? Welcome to Nashville. There you go.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, I didn't want to do this, but now that you put it on,
Now I have to
we're
weld.
going to have to get you the wand.
You know?
But,
all right, I'm going to stop.
He's like, oh, fuck.
Okay.
It's a big clap.
Yes. Right now?
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. Slate it.
One more time.
Slate it. Skirt.